Hello once again. This is Alan from mindvisionmedia.net, and I hope all is well with you guys. This is another quick tutorial to help clear up a lot of confusion. Oh my god, I'm getting tons and tons of questions asking, where is my CSS file for the responsive theme? The latest updates to the responsive theme from CyberChimps, wow. Unfortunately, it has broken a lot of websites and blogs, especially people who have modified their theme despite the fact that they're using a child theme. Most of the time, theme updates have to do with security issues or vulnerabilities, and they plug those holes, they fix their code and make their theme secure again, and then they issue an update. Sometimes the update involves a lot of theme modifications and changes, and for some reason, I don't know, I mean, I have my own speculations, but the responsive theme from CyberChimps, they have made a tremendous amount of updates that affect core files. They have renamed file names. For example, from the old homepage PHP, they changed that file name completely to front-page PHP. That threw everyone a curveball. I had tons of people, and I still get a lot of people confused and lost and not able to modify their theme because they can't find the correct files. So they're throwing a lot of curveballs, unfortunately, and it's affecting a lot of people's websites. And I'm getting a tremendous influx, like I said, of people trying to sort the whole thing out. And now, what they've done again is they haven't changed the name of any particular file on these latest versions and updates from for the responsive theme, but they've hidden the CSS file. Now, if you've been dealing with WordPress, and most people know, when you want to modify your WordPress theme, you go to the style sheet. In case you don't know, I'm inside my dashboard for the responsive theme, and I'm in the theme editor, okay, which is where you can access all the core files, for your theme. All the sidebar, templates, just everything. Your header, your footer, your home PHP, your sidebar home PHP, and yes, even the infamous front page PHP, which is the file they changed names on a few versions back. It used to be called home PHP, and that caused a ton of confusion. But now, when you jump over to the editor thinking you're going to edit your CSS and modify a few things, even if you're using a child theme, guess what? There's nothing in the style CSS. Here it is right here. Style CSS. Oh, that's it. Where's all the styles? Where's all the font colors, styles, sizes, all the elements of the style sheet? Well, they're missing. And folks are stumped. They can't find it, and you can't access it through the theme editor. Well, like I mentioned in the beginning, it's been hidden. And you're going to have to go over to your server. Now, I'm going to show you guys a few things in this quick tutorial. One, I'm going to show you where they hid the CSS file in the latest versions. Two, I'm going to show you two other ways that you can modify your theme without touching the core files. Okay, so I'm at my host on my server, going into my file manager. Okay, and you're going to want to go to Content, Themes, responsive or core CSS style CSS. If I open that up, hey, what do you know? Look how long this file is. But this is the file that used to be easily accessible, like every other theme pretty much out there. And this is where you're able to modify the CSS rules for the theme. It has everything in here, you know, the sizes, the fonts, the rules, the elements, you know, your heading styles, border styles, just you name it, column widths, everything that you would want to modify in case you were trying to modify your theme. Normally you would have a copy of this or use pieces of this to build your child theme, and you modify your child theme leaving the parent theme alone. Well, in this case, with the latest versions, you could even have a child theme already and go ahead and update the parent theme, and you end up with a broken site. And this is why, because the path to the style CSS sheet has been broken by their latest versions. Why they would want to hide the CSS file, again, I have my own speculations, but you know, neither here nor there, because I'm going to show you where it's at and how to get around it. Okay, so that's where it's located now. Go to your server, go to your theme folder, responsive. Okay, go to core. Okay, WordPress content, themes, responsive, core, CSS folder, and inside the CSS folder is the actual style sheet that used to be accessible in your theme editor. Okay, so let me jump back over to the dashboard, because you can't edit anything here. Now, the one beautiful thing about the responsive theme, and many people don't even know about this, but under theme options, I've mentioned this in several videos. In the section under theme options, there's a tab called CSS styles. Okay, you can modify your theme by pasting in rule declarations and CSS code snippets right inside here. Go ahead and save that, and your custom CSS styles or changes will take effect without editing the core file. Okay, I do recommend, if you use this feature and you add code snippets and modifications in this window, go ahead and select it all and keep a copy of it in a notepad or a text file, just in case. Always make copies. That's the number one rule I can't emphasize enough with WordPress. Make copies of everything, even your content. WordPress is quite different from static websites, HTML websites, where you can go and look at your page, pull up your pictures. I mean, it's just simple. With WordPress, everything's inside of a database. Okay, you're not going to pull up your home page on the server. You're not going to be able to just copy your About Us page, your contact page, your gallery, etc., and download it to your hard drive, or keep a copy of it and open it up and you can see all your content. It's all inside of a database. Okay, WordPress uses PHP to run the site. Quite different from HTML. Okay, now that's one option you have aside from doing a child theme, dealing with your server, hunting for the CSS style sheet, making copies of that, placing, you know, I mean, you can copy the whole CSS style sheet except for the header and paste that under your child theme header, which is slightly different than the normal CSS file header, and modify away, comment out options you don't want to change, or modify the whole style sheet, whatever. Or you can just copy pieces. Once you find the style sheet, like I just showed you where it is, you can go and just copy sections out of that and paste that into your new child theme CSS file and modify the elements of that particular style. Now the other thing you can do is be sure and activate Jetpack. Okay, if you're using WordPress, you want to activate Jetpack. Okay, they have a ton of free stuff and a lot of plugins actually that will keep you from having to install third-party plugins. Quite a few things actually, and it's pretty convenient. Like I said, you can use Jetpack instead of installing a lot of different plugins. Like here's a short code. You know, it's all free. 99% of this stuff in Jetpack is free. A few of them you have to pay for or join or what have you. But you get tons of features and add-ons for your WordPress site that just really make a good difference. Here's one that, you know, I have a few activated. This one will notify me anytime my website's down. I've been having server issues with my host, you know, and this lets me know every time my site is down, so I can go jump on my servers behind and make them do their job. Short codes, extra widgets, sidebar widgets, free, you know, and it's through WordPress. You don't have to install plugins like short codes or I'm sorry, sidebars and widgets, etc. Tiled galleries, I mean a ton of stuff. I'm not here to get all into Jetpack, but I'm just recommending it that you activate it. It's free, it's there, do it. Here's the element I wanted to show you guys. Okay, the third option, custom CSS through Jetpack. You go ahead and activate this, and then what this will allow you to do, you will get a option called Edit CSS. Okay, I'm running a lot of stuff in the background, so just bear with me. And what this gives you is basically pretty much a child theme inside of your theme. Ready to go. You don't have to do anything but enter your code snippets right here. And when I say code snippets, let's see, let me just go to a website here. If you've been following along, you're aware of the tools that I use to edit WordPress, and one of them is, boy, my server's running slow today, unbelievable. One of them is, let's see here, it's called Firebug. Okay. And what this allows you to do is to access, let's say you wanted to, I don't know, find out about the header. Right click on the header, and it pulls up everything involved with the header. Okay. You can make your modifications. It shows you exactly where that element is, that rule declaration. Now you can copy a rule declaration, okay, and then you can jump back over to your Edit CSS option that you installed from Jetpack, and you can just paste that rule declaration in there, and then you can go ahead and modify the parameters as much as you want, and then go ahead and save that, and it takes effect on your website. You just modified your site right inside the dashboard. You don't have to fool around with your child theme, etc., or edit core files. But once again, as with option number 2 in the theme options area, custom CSS, you want to make copies of whatever you do in here and keep those handy. Okay, because nowadays with the way theme updates are going, a lot of people are having trouble even though they're using the recommended child theme method. So I hope this helped clarify a few things and give you some options. I get so many, I can't even count how many people are, you know, having trouble right now with these latest updates from CyberChimps on the responsive theme. Where's the CSS file? I can't find it. That's funny. I open my CSS file and I don't see any code. Where did it all go? So once again, I'm not sure why they would do that to the thousands of people using their theme, other than the fact that it brings a ton of people to their support forums. I don't know. neither here nor there. I just showed you 3 really key points about this responsive theme that apply right now today. Okay, so number 1, your CSS file has been moved and hidden. You go to your server. You need to go to your theme folder, responsive. You need to go to core CSS folder, and inside that folder is the style CSS file that you want. Number 2, go to theme options. Use the custom CSS option, or use this option from Jetpack. Okay, so there you have it. That is a wealth of information. Only took about 15 minutes, but with those key points, you should be well on your way to modifying your theme with a lot less confusion and a lot less headache. Alright, so once again, thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel. If you have any questions regarding this, because I'm getting a ton of them, so that's my motivation for putting this up. Hopefully it will explain and help people get out of the jam that they are in right now with the responsive theme. Okay, if you have any questions, contact me via mindvisionmedia.net, and I'll be happy to help you. I'm a one-man band. Please be patient. I try to get to everyone. I don't always have the time to do so, and I apologize, but I do my best to provide free information, free training for the internet community internationally. Thank you to all my subscribers. Thanks to those who follow me both here in the States and abroad. All right, until next time. Bye.